Good morning, everybody. Today we will going to start a new chapter, that is staffing. By reading this chapter, you will learn the staffing concept and importance, recruitment, selection, and training and development. So basically, this complete unit is divided in four parts. Firstly, you will learn the concept. In the second chapter, you will just come to know that what is recruitment. That is also very important. Sources of recruitment are also very important from examination point of view. Then we will learn that what is selection and what is the process of the selection. And the last chapter we will do training and development. That what is the basic concept of training and development and what are its importance. So let's start with the staffing first. That what is the basic concept. Here is one quotation is given on the screen. Please see, our assets walk out of the door each evening. We have to make sure that they come back to the next morning. The Narayan Murthy, chairman of the amateurs Infosys, has given this. And it is really very important because we know that all the workers who are working in our organization, they are just known as the human asset, and all the assets plays a very important role in the organization. Human assets are those assets which not remain in the business every day. It just walk out from the door each evening, and the business has to make sure that they'll come back, because if they get the better opportunity, definitely they'll not come back. So their satisfaction is must, personal satisfaction. So that's why we have to do some personal objective, and that is to be fulfilled. So let's do what is the meaning of the staffing today. It is given in the toolkit here. It refers to filling and keeping filled the post with people is known as staffing. If you remember the management process in the first chapter, we have done that the management starts with planning, that we done. We have done the organizing as well, the second step of the management process, and the third step that we have started today, it is staffing. After developing a structure and whatever we have planned, whatever we have aimed at to achieve, we need humans. We need humans to do that work. Now, humans can be there only by staffing. Means we have to fill the post, we have to keep them filled as well. So it is the process of staffing. So it refers to filling and keeping filled the post with people. Staffing means appointing the competent persons according to the importance of the post in the organization. It means that more capable persons are appointed on the more important post, and comparatively less competent person can be appointed on the less important post. In the other words, all the function undertaken to establish the coordination between the post and the individual come under staffing. Staffing is a very wide process. It never meant to fill the job. It never meant to fill the vacant place. No. Along with filling the vacant place, recruitment, selection, training, their promotion and transfer, everything means we have to fill the post, and we have to just keep that filling. We have to make sure that it is also the part of staffing, that everything should be remain like that only. So this is all about the meaning of the staffing. Theo Hammond and Rech and Kuntz has given the definition of the staffing. I like the first definition more, but you can do as per your convenience. The Hammond said, according to him, the staffing function pertains to recruitment, selection, development, training, and compensation of subordinate managers. So let's see By keeping the meaning and the definition in our point of view, let's see that what are the features of staffing. Number one, the feature is related to human beings. No doubt, the first important feature of staffing is that it is related to the human beings, because we have to fill the post with human. We have to fill the post with the worker who has to do the work. The competent persons should be there for the various posts, because when you do the planning and organizing, that is mere a paperwork. Planning is to be done on papers, organizing is to be done on papers, but the staffing is to be done not on papers. It is to be filled the vacant post with the competent candidates. And moreover, their recruitment is there, their selection is there, their training is there, promotion programs is there. So all these are not the paperwork, these are the paperwork that is to be done in reality. Separate managerial function. The second important feature of staffing is that is separate managerial function. The separate managerial function means that far from being a major part of some function, it is in itself a major function. Staffing is considered as a major function of the management in itself. Essential at all the managerial level. Staffing is essential at all the managerial level, and it must be clarified that here establishment of a separate personal department. If you know that HR department is there everywhere in any of the company, HR means the human resource development department is there. We just keep an eye on all the functions that is related to the staffing, that is related to the human asset, in fact. So the aim of establishing this department is to assist the managers at every level in the performance of their functions of staffing. The next is the related to social responsibility. The staffing deals with the human beings, and man is a social animal, since it is connected with the human beings also. And the social responsibility is the function is born, and in order to discharge the responsibility of the manager, we should take care, and the important has to be taken care while going through with this elite function of the recruitment, selection, and promotion. All the functions, all the part of the staffing should be done so well, because staffing is not only to fill the post. Staffing means to recruit them, to select them, promote them, transfer them, and keep the jobs filling, keep the places filling. That is to be filled. Effects of the internal and external environment. Yes, the performance of the staffing is affected by the internal as well as external environment of the enterprises. The internal environment of the enterprises includes the policies connected with the employees, like the promotion policy, demotion policy, transfer policy. If, as a matter of the policy, the vacant posts are to be filled by the promotion, the employees already working in the enterprises will have the opportunity to reach the higher post, and the people from outside will be appointed only at the lower post. In this way, the internal policy of the organization affect the function of the staffing. And the external factor affecting the enterprises includes the government policy, the educational environment as well. It can be the policy of the government that can, in a particular enterprises, should be recruited only through employment. And educational institute can help in the development of the employees as well, by organizing the special training camps. In a way, the external environment is also affect the staffing function. So both of the environment, whether it is your own policies of the business, whether it is your internal environment, or whether it is the external environment, just both affect the both of internal as well as external, that affect the staff. So this is all about the features. Let's recall what we have done in features of staffing. It is related to human beings. Separate managerial function. It is essential at all the managerial level, related to the social responsibilities, effect of internal and external environment. It is all about the features. Let's go for the importance of staffing, that how important the staffing is. Number one, helpful in discovering and obtaining the competent personnel. By doing the staffing process, it is so wide, it is take care of all the humans who has to work there with the organization and in the organization. So it always discover and obtain all the competent personals are should be there. Means as the different persons are required for the different post, the staffing process is make sure that while selecting the personnel for a various posts, that should be eligible one, that should be the deserving one, that should be the competent one. Because when we do the recruitment on the basis of their eligibility, we just first of all do the scrutiny that who are the eligible for the post or who are non-eligible. First of all, that list is to be maintained. So that is not only that we just appoint anybody else or to do the work. Okay, you come, you need the work, we need the person. Okay, just do it. No, the eligibility, the deserving capacity of the person, capability of the person, competence, everything is to be measured. Helpful in the better performance. Through the medium of staffing, the right people is posted on the right place. Thus, the suitable people are selected. Keeping in mind the importance of the organizational post. As a result, increase in efficiency as well as effectiveness of the employees. Third, helpful in continuous survival and growth of the enterprises. Every enterprises aspire for the continuous survival and growth. This is possible only when the human asset of supreme quality. The aspiration of an enterprise can be fulfilled through the staffing. Under these continuous process is to be done for the developing or managers, and they are made for the contingent complexities. These managers do planning and development of an organization and ensure its survival. So it is also helpful in continuous survival and growth of the enterprises. Next is helpful in optimum utilization of human resources. Under the staffing, all the activities that is related to the human resource are to be performed systematically. By doing this, the situation of overmanning never arises. As a result, the optimum utilization of the employees take place, and subsequently the labor cost is reduced. And apart from this, by making the employees available at the right time, the probable hurdles which can be arise due to the course of work, that can be overcome. The business organization can be overcome from all those hurdles that can be arise because they just did the appointment in time and with a specific way. It means the competent person, the deserving person will get the job. So in this way, it is very easy to overcome all those hurdles that can be happen to arise in the business organization. Helpful in improving the job satisfaction and morale of the employees as well. Under the staffing, by studying the human behavior, their preference of the type of environment, promotion policy, remuneration policy, training policy can be known. An effort can be made to provide them all and as per their desired facilities, and special care is taken. There is no way to pay the package of the employee is to be reduced. In this situation, they get the total satisfaction and their morale is to be boosted. So it is all about the importance of the staffing. After that, one topic is there, that is human resource management. Everybody has to read it so well. Tomorrow we will do the group discussion of this. So please, if you have any doubt in this up to the staffing, feel free to ask any query.